IzDaisho, and I'm here bringing you some magic, and we got some unfinished business to do with this deck because I just am not satisfied with the way I left it. Like, this deck is just bad and don't play it, or what most people view it as is this deck is just boring because you either don't play a game of Magic and you win because you get a bomb out on turn 2, or you don't play a game of Magic and you lose because you can't get your little combo shenaniganry off and you don't do anything. So this is built more like a regular deck. I'm going to give some credit to the board certified who was commenting on a bunch of my videos and about this, and he sent me a message listing a deck that's pretty similar to this. He played the 4 accumulated knowledges, but I took them out for 2 Decree of Pain and Una's Prowler and one other thing, I can't remember what. But I'm not going to go in depth. I just left these things in to discard. I left in the Doomblade, Zig Zooms, Hidden Horror. So I mean, a lot of the cards are the same, but there's some Sifts in here. I think he also had a River Kelpie in his deck, and I didn't bother with that. I actually think, yeah, I think that I should probably take out one of the bombs or something like that, since I think he told me to run about 7, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's those are the discrepancies, but it's pretty similar to his list. I guess if I want to take one out, it would be this guy. I'm not really a huge fan of him, and instead I shall play. I know I'm really prepared for this video. I could either play Body Double, Kelpie, another Sift, Windfall, Undermine. I mean, there's a bunch of cards that I can play. I can play a 1 of Accumulated Knowledge because that's real good. I think I'm gonna play Sea Beyond. I do like that card a fair amount. Actually, maybe I will just play the. Yeah, maybe I'll just play. I mean, all right, we'll play Sea Beyond, and that'll be the end of it. Okay. So let's try this out. I haven't really played many games with it, and when I say many, I mean any. The new DLC comes out next week. Oh, wow, that's just a straight up lie. I don't know when the new DLC comes out, but it's pretty soon. Wingspan is, he got a exclusive reveal of the DLC, so go to his channel or his website, toptiertactics.com, this Friday for a reveal of the new DLC. He did give away 2 things, though. I'm going to let you go check out his video. The link will be in the description because he gives them to you a lot better than I could describe them. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting for the new DLC. Anytime there's DLC for this game, it's just pretty exciting to me. I don't know. I mean, I don't spend that much time on it because I mean, I'm into a lot of other games at the same time. But still, it is pretty cool to see new decks and experiment with them. These newest ones were not overly exciting. Oh, sweet, we got a game started. I was about to leave that lobby. But, alright, so first hand, not very good. Second hand is missing some stuff. I have no card draw, and I have no threats. Alright, so we're playing against Chant. Scoop Mob turn 1. Could be very scary. But maybe, just maybe, it won't be that bad. Alright, so it doesn't really matter what we get. I guess I'll just go get a swamp since more of my things require swamps than not. I've got a Living Death in hand, so that could definitely come in handy. I can at least sweep the board on turn 5 or something like that, and if I do draw any bomb by then I can put it in my graveyard with that thing. So we're looking alright here. Played a Rampant Growth, to be expected, and I've also got a Rise from the Grave, so does this put the cards on the graveyard? Just exiles everything. Okay. So I want to fetch here. Probably could have just done this on my turn. Not really. I guess I don't really want to give as little information as possible about what deck I'm playing at the beginning, but it doesn't really matter. Hidden Horror is less than ideal here. But yeah, I'm going to just start attacking. I guess the reason why this guy is a little bit awkward in this deck is because I do have Living Death, so in response to Living Death, my opponent can just activate this ability and ship his guys into the graveyard as well. I hadn't really thought about that until now. But if he attacks here, I'll just trade. I'll be happy to trade. Alright, he's just going to play an Elvish Piper. That's a little scary right here. But again, I do have Living Death. So hopefully that'll help out. I have nothing to discard, so that's not going to work for me. Alright, let's attack, I guess. May as well. Getting for some damage. So I'm going to have to take one hit from a giant thing. Hopefully it's not an Eldrazi, because if it is, then I won't be able to do much. I won't be able to cast Living Death. Alright, so next turn I'm not going to attack because I'm just going to chump block with this guy. Chump block his, ooh, is he stuck on lands? He's not attacking. He's just going to put a guy in now, and hopefully no Eldrazi. Alright, just a Primeval Titan. Just a Primeval Titan is a little bit of an awkward phrasing, but it does mean that I will be able to survive another turn. Though he can just go fetch something with Eye of Ujin in response. Okay, well, this is bad. So, we're going to pass the turn here. We're going to chump block his Scoop Mob next turn. Pitch our Goliath Sphinx, or I guess before, we're going to Sift, just to see if there's anything that we can go put in the graveyard here. I guess he can't Eye of Ujin this turn. That's pretty good for us. But then again, this guy's going to be in the graveyard by the time we're ready to cast Living Death, so he won't have the opportunity to discard at that point. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Alright, we're going to block here. Pause. This is a sorcery. Mad awkward. Don't know why that card's not an instant. But I guess you guys will believe me now that I tell you that I've never played with this deck before. Alright, so if all's well, he'll Piper in something here. And then we will be able to kill that as well. Because he can just cast anything he wants the next turn. Alright, nope. Oh, yeah. Getting our value. Looks like we may be able to win this one. Then again, he's got an active Eye of Ujin and a bunch of lands, so could be tough. I'm going to need to draw some Doom Blades. See Beyond is a good one. Alright, we're going to be able to get both those guys back here. Of course, they've got Summoning Sickness, and now that I think about it, my opponent is actually pretty close to dead. With him being at 17 and me having 11 flying power, probably won't take that long. And his stuff does go to the graveyard, which is wonderful. Avenger of Zendikar. That's a good one. That is a good one. That'll kill me pretty quickly. Okay, let's see what we got. Decree of Pain or something like that? No, that guy doesn't do much. Alright, so what are our options here? We could Rise from the Grave his guy. Rise from the Grave this guy. We could draw 2 cards. See what we get. Play Hidden Horror. Yeah, I mean, does Rise from the Graving his Primeval Titan do that much for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if he's got a land, we're just dead. I don't think that there's anything we can do. Oh, alright, so we're just going to draw a card here. Well, there's another Living Death. So I guess I'll just shuffle this Sift back in, since it's not doing anything here. And yeah, I'm going to attack with both of my guys. And really hope that he's not sitting on another land. Alright, and then we're going to play out this guy, and we're going to sacrifice or discard this one. And hope that we can survive one turn. Even if he Eye of Ujins and plays an Eldrazi here, that's not going to do anything. I mean, there are a lot of things that he can have in this situation. Eldrazi Conscription is one of them. That will just win him the game on the spot. Unless he doesn't attack with all his creatures. Oracle of Muldaya. And there's a land on top. So we were dead in 2 different ways, but not really much I could have done about that one. If I had sifted on turn 4, then I might have been able to find an answer to like the Avenger or something like that. But still, no matter. All right, I mean, it doesn't matter. I was still gonna lose regardless. Although I could have had. Actually, that's not necessarily true, because I could have sifted, drawn into more creatures, and then discarded them before I. Let's try again. Discarded them before I Living Death. So that was a little bit unfortunate that I didn't realize that the card did what it did. All right, this one's obviously going to be a mulligan. We don't have the right colors. I think this one's a keep. I still need to draw a reanimation spell, but there are a lot of them. And he's gotten his scoot mob again. Exhume? Well, that's pretty good. So all I have to do is draw lands, and I should be able to get this Tidespout Tyrant online pretty quickly. Pretty quickly indeed. He has the exact same start as last game. We're playing the same game, it looks like. Attack. No, he didn't want to. Makes some sense, to be honest. Alright, so we're just going to start beating him down. It actually sort of looks like it's relevant getting damage through early, because my things are largely very unblockable or flying or something like that, and my threats. So if I had done 6 damage to him in the early game, then I would have been able to come back and win that one. 6 more damage, rather. Then again, not really, because he could have just discarded a card to the Unis Prowler. But still, you get the point. Alright, so we drew our lands. And at this point, we can attack one more time. Both of our bros. This thing gains flying. Yeah, it gains flying if I discard and gets +1/+1 and can't block if I have Threshold. Oh, I hope I draw like a Sift next turn. That would be a really good use of my mana. He did not attack again. Or I could draw nothing. That works too. Though, honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do if, depending on what he does here. Yeah, I guess I probably should have held back. Forgot that this was going to become a 5/5. So my opponent hasn't done anything since turn 2. Did he mulligan? He must have mulliganed. Let's see. About to hit turn 5, so he went first. So that means by now he should have 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. So he mulled to 6, it looks like. Sure. Alright, well, I don't really see any reason to play the Tyrant yet. Is there a reason? There might be a reason. Yeah, let's play the Tyrant. It's not like it's living death. My creatures won't die. I'll take that. Thank you. And then I still have a Doomblade for next turn. I have this Decree of Pain, which doesn't do much, but yeah, you can hit me for 9, that's fine. I am going to kill him next turn, it sort of looks like. And I've got a Doomblade for that thing. Or whatever he plays. If it flies. I can play a Doomblade and bounce his Scoot Mob, so if he plays another creature, then I'm okay, because this thing is kind of insane. Yep, sure, you can do that. That is okay with me. It's not ideal. It's not putting me in an ideal situation, but it's not terrible either. Alright, so what we're going to do here first is just Doomblade his Blockworm, return his Scoot Mob to hand, and attack him for some damages. What I also could do next turn, ooh, that would be a really cool play. Kind Can I cast Decree of Pain? 4, 5, 6. No, I still need one more land. But anyway, when I do decide to cast Decree of Pain, I could Decree of Pain. Then, in response to this trigger, bounce it back to my hand, then use Putrid Imp to discard it to get it back in my graveyard. Alright, so he's going to gain another 7 life here. That's not good. He should really draw a spell here if I want to be living. This could be bad. Because I still can't cast this one. Exhume. Huh. Well, that's not useful at all. Ugh, I don't want that to happen. Do I need to just cycle this? Let's see, what can I do here? How can I win this one? I think I do need to cycle this. But I guess I should attack first. Is there anything I can discard Exhume. That's not going to be a winning play for me. Because he can just return that. So yeah, I can discard Exhume to give my guy flying. Get in for an extra damage here. And I think what I need to do, I guess I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, because this isn't cast. No, that was a mistake. Actually, I could cycle that at instant. No. Yes. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to cycle this at instant speed in response to this trigger. And then, I mean, still hope to draw into a Doomblade, but now we'll only take 5 from this thing. Yeah, alright. I think that was actually just the play. And unless he's got... Isn't Eldrazi... How much does Eldrazi Conscription cost? I think it costs 8 regularly. So, yeah, this is looking like something that might actually result in a victory. Good old Decree of Pain. Getting the job done. Although, the attack with the Putrid Imp was probably incorrect. Alright, take me to 1, sir. And he could have something like a All Is Dust or a Tangle or another Plockaworm or an Artisan of Kozilek. Alright, well, I'm gonna attack you and see what you have for me. Oh, he's got a Tangle. Alright, so this is definitely subpar, but we're not dead yet. Though we do need to draw a spell next turn. So I'm gonna play that, bouncing your Plockaworm, and he's gonna go back up to 10. Gonna have to sacrifice Hidden Horror because I have nothing. And we're gonna have to draw something next turn. And it's gotta be a spell, basically. Not any spell. Exhume does not do me much good. Another Decree of Pain would be kind of great. Although this thing does cost triple blue, so... Wait, is he not playing his Plockaworm? Okay. I thought he might want to do that. Wasn't sure, but it's definitely... Ooh, and Eye of Ujin. I guess he could have just played Eye of Ujin and searched for something. Alright, that is basically perfect. Gonna bounce that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2. Going to shuffle Evolving Wilds into my library. Confirm. And I shall shift the turn back. Again, we're stuck on 1. Whew, this is a pretty good game we got going on here. Kaiga was a pretty good draw, because it's another thing that I can do. So is he just going to Eye of Ujin? No, he's going to play another Plockaworm, go back up to 17 life. And guess what? I am going to bounce that again next turn. Not exactly sure how yet, but alright, I am now exactly sure how. I'm going to play a Kaiga. Bouncing Your Palaka Worm. What? Who saw that one coming? And he's going to gain another 5 life. But all we need to do is just keep drawing spells forever. Oh god, I'm terrified. There are a lot of lands on the battlefield here. I've got 6, 9. But I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spells played. So we're basically where we should be. I guess we have a couple more lands out than we should. Is there an Evolving Wilds in here? No, we had to shuffle the Evolving Wilds away. Alright, so my opponent has done the exact same thing for the last, like, 5 turns, and he must be getting pissed, but at the same time, I suspect him to be getting cards in hand, which do things. So is he finally... Nope, he's just going to play that Palaka Worm second main phase again. And back up to 19. So, spell? Spell. Now we get to attack him again, and we're going to start denting him. Going to hit him for 10, down to 9, then he's going to go back up to 16. And we have exactly Threshold, so we have another 2/2 now, which is very good. It's too bad that we're at 1 and Palaka Worm has Trample, because we can't... take advantage of Kaiga's ability and gain control of a creature when it dies, because it'll be trading for the Palaka Worm when it dies. Alright, you get yourself a Palaka Worm. I would love to draw a Sift here. That would basically be the best thing. Alright, just a land. So, we knew that this had to happen eventually. This thing can't block? Right, okay. So... probably should have just discarded that land. But yeah, we're just going to have to pass the turn back here and hope that he has nothing to deter one of our creatures from blocking. The way that this game has gone, I wonder how I'd be doing right now if I had an Exhume in hand. Probably the same. I guess it could have bought me... no, it wouldn't even have bought me another turn. Whoa. Okay, I guess that makes some sense. Okay, control this creature. Yeah, he would have just been able to get back a Palaka Worm, so it wouldn't have done anything, the Exhume, yet, and I don't think it ever will. He's up to 8 cards in hand. I don't understand, like, has he not drawn a land? Okay, there's an Artisan of Kozilek. That'll make this one pretty difficult to win. Alright, so I need to draw 2 spells here. This thing just needs to be chump blocked, but I can't block with that guy. Beacon of Unrest. Alright, this is perfect. So, I can beacon a Palaka Worm, and I can bounce that thing. Although, actually, maybe I should have gotten back Kaiga. Yeah, I should have gotten Kaiga. And now here, going to charge in with my 5/5. This is such an awkward game. Yeah, definitely should have gotten back Kaiga. That was a mistake, because Kaiga makes this guy not able to attack, because then he just sacrifices, or I can just sacrifice Kaiga and then get his Artisan back. So that was just a huge misplay that very well could cost me this game. Alright. But we do get to draw a card here. Can't take that because I'm only at 8. This guy can't block, so I couldn't jump block with him, but drawing a card is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we can do this again next turn. He's back up to 25. And he's got a discard now. This game is definitely not progressing in my favor, though. Now that I realize my mistake, any reanimation spell should be pretty good for me. Alright, so... bounce another Palaka Worm. And... what does this thing do, actually? Deals combat damage to a player. You may put target creature from that. Oh my god. If I could get that to hit, that'd be insane, but I don't think that there's any way I can do that. Because even if I leave this guy back to chump block Artisan instead, there's no way. I need another Rise or Beacon, something like that. Gaia's Revenge. Oh man, GG. That guy's got haste, so can't do anything. That was such a great game, but definitely a mistake on my part. I think I would have pretty much sealed up the victory if I had gotten back my Kaiga instead of his thing. Alright, so doesn't matter, game's over. Does not matter. Okay, I wouldn't have sealed up the victory. Like, there was still stuff he could have done, but it would have put me in a spot where I would have a lot of trouble losing. So that was just disappointing. But, you know, sometimes I make mistakes. At least I figured out that I did right away. But that'll be it for this game session. So I guess it doesn't tell you much since I played 2 games. One of them I maybe could have won if I hadn't made that mistake, and then the other one I probably would have won if I hadn't made that mistake. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoy. Have a nice day. Bye.